What is going on, everybody? Steve with Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. And in today's video, I want to show you 6 items, 6 sweaters that have sold on eBay recently. And I'll tell you right now, if you're looking to make more money selling clothing, especially if you're new, the number one thing that you could do is to scan the sold and completed listings. And when you do this, what it's going to do is it's going to give you new brands that are selling, items that are actually in demand. It's going to give you a better idea of what things are selling for. You're going to learn new styles. You're going to learn so much, so it's so key. So this is why I do this. Even after I've been selling clothes for over a year, still do it at least a few times a week because I'm always learning new things. There's so much opportunity out there. So with that being said, let's jump into today's video and take a look at 6 sweaters which have sold on eBay for some really good profits. First brand is Molteni Arcor, and it's a vintage cycling. I don't know if you want to call it a jersey. It looks like it's a wool pullover. Really nice item. I actually sold one of these a few months ago. It wasn't the same brand, but it was the brand Pearl Izumi. It was like a wool pullover. Had the back pockets on the lower end for the bottles. Really nice item. This wool vintage racing style jerseys, they do really well. And this one went for $78.77. Holy moly. Next item is a brand that I'd never heard of either, and the brand is, let me get a picture. Let's get up close. Alternative Earth. Not sure what that says to the right of it, but it looks like it's size medium. Not sure what the material is. Let's take a look here. 100% cotton. Really cool item. Not sure really why it's bringing in so much money. I'm going to have to do some more research with the brand Alternative Earth. But it does have a cool little design on the front. It looks like maybe Mickey Mouse is in there. It says Oakland. Again, yeah, I don't really know much about it, but it went for $51. So definitely something you should be keeping your eye open for. Next item is another sweater. The brand is UNIF. Have never heard of this either. Has the Illuminati sign on it. So this is some top secret government type of clothing wear right here. But yeah, I mean, even has a few holes on it. Holes in it. It says has grungy look to it with holes. Yeah, not sure. Let's take a look at the listing. Illuminati eye, pyramid stripe hipster, men's unisex sweater. Size large. I mean, yeah, definitely one of a kind type of item. Really weird. I'm going to have to look more in terms of this brand, if it's really bringing in money or whatnot. But there was a best offer taken for $90. So somebody definitely made some money on that. Here we have another brand that I never picked up before, but seems to do well. The brand is Drop Dead Clothing. And definitely a cool little picture to it. Looks like a cat a cat tongue. Tripster as a keyword, sweater, size small. Check out this brand. These things do really well. What? The tongue is coming out? That's crazy. Oh my God, I didn't even know that. $50. I only wore this thing one time, which is a shame because it was super expensive. Instead of having it in my closet, maybe someone else can use it. Yeah, definitely. That would be a cool item to wear at a party if the tongue comes out of the shirt. People would get a kick out of that. Keep your eye out for Drop Dead Clothing. And the next item is another brand. Can you believe it? Another brand that I've never heard of before. And the brand is, looks like it's North Sea, the Expedition North Sea Clothing. Size 40, which is a European sizing. I mean, doesn't look like anything that special or unique. It looks like it does have a leather button at the top. Is that what it is? Let's see. Has some type of button at the top. Pretty cool looking item. Let's see what the seller had to say about it. Lightly worn, size 40, cream color. I'm going to have to check out the website to see what this is all about. But 100% wool items and items that are wool, especially sweaters, do really well. So definitely put the brand North Sea Clothing Expedition in your memory banks. $87, 22 bids. So there were people that were actually fighting over this. And the last sweater, the last brand I want to go over is the brand Devold. Merino wool, quarter zip top sweater. Again, just from first glance, I mean, doesn't look that special. The picture's really not that great, not that well of lighting. Here's the tag right there, Devold. $50. Looks like there was one bid. Let's see what the seller has to say about it. Offered to auction. Is a very warm DeVault merino wool quarter zip top sweater. Very comfortable. 19 pit to pit, which is very small. That kind of measures up to like a actual size small. Yeah, 50 bucks though, plus shipping. So definitely keep your eye out for that brand. I will have to do some more research. I'll tell you right now, when I'm researching on on eBay and I'm looking through the completeds and the sold, I actually have a pen and a paper out next to me, and I'm just writing down brands, and I'm getting a feel for like what items are selling for a decent price. And then after, I get a list of maybe 5 or 10 new items that I've never heard of before, or just styles. I'll go back onto, eBay, to the search engine, start at square one again, and just actually like hone in on an actual brand. So what I would do is I would take the brand DeVault, and I would just go right up into the search bar. Let's see if it's going to allow me. Here we go. So I would pretty much go like this. Clothing, and let's see what comes up. Let's see what this brand is all about. Nothing's coming up, and this is what happens sometimes. Like maybe it's a one of a kind or just a rare item that people aren't really messing with. It looks like there's one item that sold. So this was like kind of like the only item that has sold in this brand. So maybe it's something that's rare or one of a kind, or you're probably not going to find. And that's the case with a lot of items. Like you'll find a brand like DeVault, and you'll do some more research and realize that nobody's selling it, or maybe it's just a rare item that it could be vintage in nature, or maybe they didn't produce a lot of them, so there's not like a whole bunch of supply out there. But the key, it really is doing that research, finding out those brands, and it's a numbers game. Eventually, you will get lucky. If you're researching a lot and you're going to the thrift store a lot, the two will meet, and you're going to start, putting the pieces of the puzzle together and making that money, finding those items that people don't know about. Because everybody knows about the Lacoste, everybody knows about the Ralph Lauren, everybody knows. People are starting to learn about some of these Italian brands like Canali and Ermenegildo Zegna, and the vintage Pendletons and Woolrich. These are common items, but when you start really digging deep into the completeds and the solds, and finding that stuff from Ireland, or, just finding those, those items, even like DeVault. I mean, people aren't going to pick that brand up probably at the thrift store, and if you just so happen to get lucky and find it, you know that it has some type of value. So hopefully you folks enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned a few new brands, and maybe I motivated you to get your butt moving, to keep studying up, keep educating yourself, and eventually you are going to put yourself in a position to get lucky and find these items. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Hope everyone's doing well. Keep on picking and making that money, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.